Hello, wizards. How are you doing, y'all? Today I'm going to share about a really interesting concept that I call vibrational buoyancy. Okay, so what is it and why do I want to talk about this? In physics, you have probably heard about the concept of buoyancy, that is objects that kind of float because their density, the body of the physical body, their density is lighter than the density of the body they are submerged in. So very basic example would be a balloon. So if you take a balloon and fill it with air and, push it down into a bucket full of water, the balloon would not want to go inside it. It rather would want to, come up. Why? Because the balloon is basically more buoyant than the water. Because the air inside the balloon makes the density, overall density of the balloon, lower than the density of the water. Right now, it floats up. Similar thing happens in a hot air balloon. The hot air inside the balloon is less dense than the cold air outside, and it floats up. So that is how everything floats up. Now, in vibrational journey of consciousness, this is so cool because I kind of integrated this particular understanding and perception that there is also such a thing called vibrational buoyancy, and it's working all the time. So ascension happens through vibrational buoyancy. That is, as we are in our ascension journey, as we lose density, as we integrate lesson, we literally lose density in the form of vibration. Okay, so that's why every time you come out of your dark night of the soul, or every time you come out and learn a big lesson, and integrate stuff and choose to, implement the lessons that you have learned, choose to move towards where your intuition wants to go, choose to engage in activity that increases your vibration. As you do that, as you basically try to raise your vibration, what you are doing essentially is you're becoming lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter in vibrational state of being. You see, when you raise your vibration, your frequency rises. When your frequency rises, your density becomes less and less and less. That is when you have access to higher vibrational reality. So a lot of you who can now, connect with spirit guides, who can now channel, who can now connect with their higher self, who can do all sorts of spiritual stuff, have access to a lot of vibrational reality or coming into their experience, accessing a lot of their gifts. A lot of gifts are coming up, that, okay, and they're coming up real fast. As these things happen, the reason behind is these realities, these gifts, these lessons, these wisdoms, this perception, they have always been present, and they had always been present in this very present moment reality. But because of our vibrational density, we were not able to rise up and access them. Okay, it's like they're in a higher frequency channel and we were not able to tune into that. But now that we are evolving, now that we are ascending, now that we are leaving our old version and becoming the new, as the deaths happen, not deaths as in like actual death, deaths as in like death of our older self, through our dark night of the soul, through the purging process, through the transmutation process. As the death of our older version happens, we arrive to our higher vibrational version, right? And with that, we kind of rise up. So you become lighter on a very technical level. Okay? And as you become lighter, that when you know that you are acting on your inspiration, when you know you're raising your vibration, you feel lighter. Have you felt that when there are phases, there are times, there are moments in your life when you really feel dense, when you really feel heavy, when you feel like, oh my God, I'm being pushed down and I don't feel light? And then when you transmute, when you meditate, when you center, you actually feel light, and then you feel like it's so much easy to interact with the world. It's so much easy to bring about all the things that you're here to bring about, radiate your light, share your gifts, do everything. It is because you are actually becoming lighter, okay, every time you transmute, right? And because you become lighter, you become vibrationally buoyant. right? So in the vibrational ocean that we are, in a sense, you know, every time you rise up in vibration, every time you float up, every time you float up, automatically, every time you rise up in vibration, every time you're feeling lighter, you are literally coming up. Okay, that is how so cool, isn't it? And when you come up, what happens? All the things that are of a higher vibrational nature becomes accessible to you. So you will be able to do all the things that is of a spiritual nature. Let's say tapping into your spiritual gift, tapping into your intuition, becoming more creative. All those things become so easy to access because now you are in a higher vibrational plane. So the thing is, it keeps happening. As you keep transmuting, keep alchemizing, keep rising up in vibration, you float up, and there's no end. And the more up you go, the lighter you become, the higher vibrational consciousness you integrate. You move nearer and nearer and nearer to higher levels of enlightenment, higher levels of awakening, higher levels of wisdom, higher levels of perception of reality. You literally move up. Okay, and all happens because of vibrational buoyancy. Isn't that a cool concept? Isn't it? Because you are becoming lighter from the surrounding. See, this is vibrational buoyancy. And the cool thing is, in the same place, it's very much like, if you are inside an ocean and you are becoming lighter and you move up. So if, and let's say you have a life jacket which is making you, buoyancy higher, and you move up, then what happens is maybe there will be certain people around you who are of a denser nature. They are not floating as quick as you are. Okay, they are not moving up as fast as you are because of their denser nature, of their heavier nature. And that is when you will notice that there is a lot of disconnection with other people, because you, even in this reality, are experiencing reality differently. You have access to so much understanding, wisdom, gifts, perception, downloads, so much which a lot of other people, they don't. Okay, because they are not in the same place vibrationally where you are. Okay, but then you will find other people who are in the same place vibrationally where you are, and then you have the same level of connection. It's because you are moving up, you are becoming lighter and lighter, and you are journeying together, right? This is all about vibrational buoyancy. Okay, and this is so cool, and this is what I wanted to share with you, that the only thing that you gotta do, that only thing that actually causes you to lighten up, because now you understand very clearly that it's very physical, very technical. That is, it's very simple, that if you lighten up, you have to move up. There is no other way, because that is how the law works. If you lighten up, you have to move up in density. This is how it works. Okay, so this is how ascension works. You lighten up, you prioritize lightening up. And how do you lighten up? By relaxing. Okay, this is my essential lesson. Always by relaxing, you choose to stay in harmony. You prioritize your inner state of being. You prioritize your harmony. You stay relaxed. You decompress. So every time your state of being contracts before an experience, every time something happens and you are tipped off, of your inner balance, you lose your inner balance, in a sense. You contract, you tense up. Every time you stress, you tense up. Every time you fast, every time you fear, become anxious, you tense up. You know that every time you feel heaviness, you are literally tensing up, and now you're going to go back down. Okay, so every time you feel yourself becoming heavy, this is what I want you to do. Relax, relax, just relax. Trust the universe and relax. Trust your intuition and relax. The feedback will be immediate. You will notice that by relaxing, you're decompressing. By relaxing, you are de-stressing. And when that happens, you automatically lighten up. So one of the most important things in our journey is to center ourselves, to balance ourselves. So meditation, grounding practices, anything that helps to come back to your center is going to lighten you up. Okay, because it's going to decompress you, it's going to relax you. Every time you relax, you open up in density, you become lighter. Every time you tense up, You close down and you become heavier. So prioritize relaxing. Relax, relax, relax. That's it. Center, meditate, balance, ground. Do all the things that brings you back to your center, and do all the things that increases your harmony and raises your vibration. All the things that you enjoy, basically. Do that. Move towards your bliss. If you do that, you will lighten up and you will move up automatically. You don't have to yank yourself up. You will move up because of the law of density. Okay. This is so cool. This is so cool. I hope you have enjoyed, and if you'd like to stay connected with me, then join my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group for light workers, for spiritual people, for wizards like you, where I am active, where I'm sharing a lot of content. I'm creating a lot of members only stuff. Join the group. Link will be in the description of the video. And if you are watching this in Facebook, join the group also. And if you want to work with me directly, I have been creating a 1-month program called the Wizard Initiation Program, which is about beginners who want to get initiated into wizard consciousness. If you want to know about it, sign up for the latest webinar. The description will be in the video. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.